Welcome back. So for our first demo I called it Back to Basics, and I chose this commercial to illustrate this demo in which there is written what you see is what you get. Great, so let's get started. Welcome to VS Code shipped with MicroSim extension, and let's create for our first demo just a very blank for example .microsim file. Let's open it in VS Code. Yeah, we can directly just close this, and MicroSim is loaded and it's blank. So you can, for example, just drag and drop, zoom in, zoom out, and you can add, for example, an input just like this, and the file gets edited as you can see. Let me just add another input and an AND gate. Great. Let me add an output so that we can visualize the result, and let's connect all of these elements together. Great, so let's save this. Wonderful, and let's press play to get started. So what just happened in the background is that there has been a lot of stuff that's happening. So in this Verilog folder there has been a transcription of what you see in the schematics and what you get in terms of Verilog file. So there has been like a conversion automatically generated by MicroSim, in which it's transcribed the view that the user inputs in terms of Verilog. So as you can see, it's unreadable by a human being, but you can see there's two inputs, one output, and an AND gate, which will be here. Yeah, it's ending these two signals which are here. Now we can just press the buttons and start, for example, experiencing the behavior of an AND gate. So yeah, that's great. We can pause like this. We can directly like stop it when it makes. We can start again the simulation, and we can stop it like this. Great. Now let's say that I have, for example, Verilog file that I would like to simulate as part of this design. For example, the simple module which is here. So yeah, we can open it. It's very simple. It takes 3 inputs and 1 output, and I just would like to insert it. So how do I do this? So I just have to drag and hold shift as it is written, shift, and bam, you have it in the editor. Let me just remove this like this, and if I want to dive into this file, I just have to double click. So I have double clicked. Let me just put this and add, for example, just 2 very small, 2 or 3 inputs to the design, so that we can test it. Great. Let's save this and let's press play again. Alright, so there's an OR in here and an AND. Let me just zoom this. So if I press this, there's the OR, and now comes the AND. Alright, so let me just stop this and change this AND into an OR. Save this and press again. And now we have the OR. So here you can directly edit a Verilog file, and you can see its transcription directly evolved and changed in the development environment. Now for our second small demo, I would like to do the legendary 2-bit adder. So what's interesting about this file and this circuit is that it's the basis of a lot of stuff that's happening in the background. So if I do 2-bit adder here. So yeah, we have this 2-bit adder. We have for here the results with the carry flag. Let's press this. What is interesting with this is that I can change, for example, the output formats between what I choose. For example, this is decimal. You can put hexadecimal, but also binary. So let me just change, for example, the binary here. And we have 2 + 1 is 3. So let's say that I would like, for example, to have a live oscilloscope of what is happening in the circuit. So I can directly open the oscilloscope like this in here, and I can, for example, choose the wire by going into this sidebar. But unfortunately, I'm a human being, I cannot read this element. I do not understand which signal is mapped to this, so I can labelize this element so it would come much easier to read and to process by a human being. But as I'm a human after all, there should be an easier way. So the easier way is that I just need, for example, to select the port or a wire, for example, doing shift click, and bam, it gets added to the signal analyzer. Shift click, great. And for example, for the wire, I will do this wire. Great. Let me just zoom out, focus on here, and as you can see, 1 plus 2 is 3. Now let me just change the value of the input. For example, 3 plus 2. As you can see, 3 plus 2 is 5. Let me just make this a 0, and 0 plus 2 is 2, and 0 plus 0 is 0, etc. So yeah, so you get the big picture of the signal analyzer and the basic stuff that can be done with MicroSim. So thank you for your attention, and see you to the next video.